My CBR 1000 RR got stolen in the craziest way in this video.
Paint off of my new gold wheels.
What happened? I didn't get stuck up at gunpoint or someone just take it right from under my nose while I was at home sleeping or something. It actually happened in a pretty crazy and retarded way that was completely my fault, and I should have definitely known better, or just I've done this 100 times. It was definitely just a really stupid mistake on my behalf. Basically, after a video you'll see coming out soon that just explains how many times I've been in motorcycle wrecks and crashes and whatnot. I had just recently completely rebuilt this bike, my CBR 1000 RR that I wrecked 2 times. I'll come out with a whole nother video here soon that just going over the amount of times I wrecked this bike, me being involved in 6 crashes, I believe, 3 or 4 of them with a crotch rocket, the other couple ones I think dirt bikes and 4-wheelers, but neither here nor there. That's a different video. I had just completely rebuilt this bike for the 3rd time, I believe, and I put all black plastics on it. I ordered some nice gold wheels for it. I was really happy with the end result. I pretty much rebuilt it so I can just get rid of it. At that point I figured maybe I got bad juju with this bike or something, and I just shouldn't have it. Again, without me getting too deep into the stories behind that, after I rebuilt the bike I finally decided I wanted to sell it. So I took some pictures of it and I posted it on Facebook Marketplace. I waited a couple days, went through the list of responses, the people who just play and ask a bunch of questions versus the people who are fairly serious or seem like they're serious. So I got one message from this account, and obviously my instincts tell me these type of things all the time. It was a account that was freshly made. Maybe it was a year or 2 old, but it was relatively new account to Facebook. It tells you, and there's no pictures on the Facebook account, and that always makes me skeptical. But for whatever reason I still decided to kind of test it out and see how they wanted to play this situation out and see if they're serious. I was kind of desperate. I don't know if it was just for money or just wanting to get the bike gone, because this incident happened a while ago now. But yeah, he pretty much went through the whole messaging process. We texted, we talked. He said he wanted to test it out. I think he told me he was either on a 600cc or a 300cc, something like that, and he was ready to upgrade. So I tell him, look, we can meet up. I'm about to go handle some business right now, and I can meet you at the park. And I didn't ask any I don't know, for some reason he just didn't seem serious. He may have bought it right then and there.
Grab the Honda. Just got stolen. Gotta get the paint off the wheels.
Or I think he may have been, and I just told my girlfriend, look, if this guy buys it, then I'll have you come and get me. I'll kind of just wait, because at least I have money in hand. I'll be good, ready to go. So I go there to the park. I meet him there. I'm by myself. I don't have anybody with me. I don't think I have anything with me. So I get there, and it doesn't hit me. It was just so stupid how the situation played out, and it doesn't hit me until after the fact. But he pulls up on his own motorcycle. So obviously, in hindsight, it's if you're coming to buy a motorcycle, why would you pull up by yourself on your own motorcycle? It's not like you could ride 2 motorcycles home. But in the same, I don't know what I was thinking, but he pulls up, he looks at the bike, he seems pretty cool and chill. I've never seen him or met him before, but he seems fairly chill. We're talking a little bit about the bikes and whatnot. He pulled up on, I think it was a Yamaha 300cc, and it just all played out so stupid and weird. He was like, man, and I think this is the reason why, it was pretty crazy. This is the reason why I kind of trusted him. He looked at the bike, he said he liked it, he said he was serious, he just wanted to take it for a test ride. So I'm like, okay, cool. I mean, I need something obviously as collateral if you're going to take my bike for a test ride. I can't remember if I followed him. I don't think I followed him. I think I just stayed there. I was like, go ahead. I was just being pretty lenient and chill, just wholehearted how I am. But I was like, go ahead, man, take it for a ride. You could test ride it. Now, he didn't give me the money as anybody in America would. Look, I need the money in hand. And I may have told him, he may have convinced me, look, bro, I'm gonna leave my bike here, so obviously you'll have that for collateral. He left his little motorcycle there, he hopped on mine, and obviously the trade-off is obviously this bike's worth more, my bike's worth more, and it's nicer, and this, that, and the third. So he hopped on, he rode off, and as soon as he rode off, it clicked. It was damn, what am I doing? Why would I just let him take my motorcycle and not give me the cash or anything? And I hopped on his little Yamaha 300cc, and he just left it started, I believe. From my memory, he just left it running. Turns out there's no key to this Yamaha 300cc. He pulled up on a stolen motorcycle to steal my motorcycle. It was just the craziest situation to me. I've never dealt with anything like this. So I hop on his little slow motorcycle and I go to try and chase him. At this point, he's already out of the parking, pretty much long gone. Obviously, he's on a faster bike too, so he shakes out of there quick. And I'm just flying up out the park at this point, trying to find him, and he's gone. And it all clicked. I went back to the spot. I waited there for like 30 minutes. I'm like, damn, he's not, like, as soon as he left, I knew what was going on. It's like, he's not coming back. But just in case, that small percentage that he does, I'm going to sit here and wait for like 30 minutes. So I think I sat there and waited. I had my girlfriend come and get me. I'm like, fuck it. At least I got a different bike, but I don't want no stolen bike. Turns out this bike is freaking hot wired just to get it to start. Like, it's literally hot wired together. It's completely stolen. I think I just ended up leaving the bike somewhere because obviously I don't want to be riding around on a stolen bike. Yeah, so he took the bike, he stole it, and that was that. I think later that night or later that week, my cousin called me. He's like, hey bro, I just seen your motorcycle. Somebody's up here at the store, the little tobacco store, riding on it. And I was like, damn, you ain't stop him or push him off or like grab my shirt, nothing. And he didn't, like, I don't remember what he said or what he was doing. I think he confronted the guy and he hopped on the bike and pulled off and left really quickly. I almost found my bike. I went there quick to try and find him and get it back. He was gone. I almost had it back. It's still gone. I'm freaking like, how did I let this dumb situation happen? I put like 20,000 into the bike already just from wrecking it and rebuilding it so many times and buying it in the first place. I'm really taking a big L here. Crazy situation how it goes whole circle. I had this one guy that I knew in my hometown, really close with him, and he was well connected throughout the city and whatnot. So the guy I knew, he's grown, he's old, he knows, he got connects all through the city. He has a nephew, I believe it was his nephew, and the nephew's friend was the guy who stole my motorcycle. So he came over to the house talking about how he had just stole a motorcycle, and like, long story short, the guy kind of pieces it together because I had asked him, like, look, I know you know people around the city, man. Can you try and find it or see if anybody knows anything? Or I think I was making Facebook posts about it, like stolen bike, this, that, and there. Yeah, he just conveniently called me one morning at like 4 in the morning. Like, I'm knocked out asleep. He's like, bro, I got your bike. And I'm like, what? So I fly all the way across town. I pick up my bike at like 6 in the morning. It's freezing cold outside. He didn't spray painted it. Like, I had literally just rebuilt it. I put new headlights on it, new fin, like everything rebuilt, exhaust, wheels, everything. And he painted all over it with spray paint. So in the video, like, I kind of just go over the day I got the bike back, me going to the car wash to try and like wash off all of the spray paint that he painted on using glue gun and whatnot, just to try and get it all off. Really crazy story, crazy situation, and it's crazy that it came full circle and I ended up getting the bike back, so I didn't have to take such a big loss that I was already going to take. I think that day one of the days I went to the car wash, I had the title in my backpack, and when I put the backpack down to wash the bike, I washed the bike, dried it off, got like caught up in just I don't know, in my head, like washing it, and I left the backpack at the car wash with the title in it. It's just so much. I think the bike literally gave me bad juju or whatever it was. So at that point, that was a whole different story. I don't know if it was this day or another day. I had to hit up the guy I bought it from years ago, and luckily he was still in the same town, same city. He was able to order another title. I was able to pick it up. It's just weird. Crazy stories with this motorcycle. But yeah, this video is just the day I got it back. I'm going to wash it, and pretty much the story of how it got stolen, the situation about what happened, how it happened, and how I got it back. Make sure y'all stay tuned for the videos that's up and coming. It's going to get crazier and better. Like, subscribe, leave a comment on crazy situations that may have happened to you.
So yeah, I had to go pick up my Honda. It recently got stolen. Stupid people took off my new mirrors, spray painted my headlights, trying to get the rest of that off. Got spray paint on my plastics for whatever reason, I don't know. Maybe they was just sloppy, but spray painted this shit black. Don't look ridiculous. I gotta untape these. And the biggest thing is get this paint off of my new gold wheels. And that's what bothers me the most. painted my wheels. Don't seem hard to get off at all. I got most of it off the back. I don't know though. Gotta order some new plastic. Really, because I want to. This bottom piece broke off. And change the color up. Yeah, I'm gonna work on that real quick, see what I can do. Not really yet. Best I can do. Looking slight. Shit been pulled up. What's going on, OG?
Markel, doing the LS swap now too. Yeah, that last year, that motherfucker was bullshit. You look mad familiar. Yeah. How you been, man? Okay. Yeah, I'm about to say you look familiar. I had to like, yeah. Hey, you trying to get here? Boss right now. There's a couple floating around. I mean, just gotta be ready to grab. There's a couple floating around now. No, I need that L box. What's up now? How you been, man? All right.